What is up, people? I'm hoping that you're good. I've got a laptop here for repair. Now, first of all, it's cold. Let me switch on the heater. Otherwise, I'll die in here. Cape Town winter. Not the best winter ever. It's one of the worst. It's really cold, man. You'll freeze. Anyways, I'm working on this device over here. It's a Lenovo T14. Thinkpad T14. I actually bought it like this. Just bought this as it is. I have, what is it, a quarter or something. I'm hoping that I can be able to fix it because I've got a casing for it. And I can make a complete machine and sell it. So what we're dealing with, mainly it's a no power. So I did kind of test it when I was buying it, but I still ended up taking it because I have hope that I can fix it. So when I'm plugging on this charging port, the device is drawing 5 volts, 0 amps. I'll let you guys be able to see that. But first of all, let me turn off my Wi-Fi and mobile data and everything because I don't want anyone to call me and then it cuts the video. So you can see I've got like 5 volts over there, 0 amps. That is on this port. But when we plug it to this other port, there's still no response on the motherboard. But this side now it's drawing 4 volts and it's at 0.2 amps. So something is getting hot. Something is shorted. And we are going to find out what. We are going to find out what. So it's kind of tricky to find out what it is if you've got components, if you've got stuff on the motherboard that's gonna draw some of the heat away. So you won't be able to pick up what's actually generating it because that heat is being generated and then dissipated elsewhere same time. So you'll be kind of stuck. Anyways, if we take the motherboard out, we will most likely be able to see what is happening. So I will show you also one of the reasons why I bought it, even though I could see that it's dead. I will show you in just a bit. It's something that I've said quite a few times as to how I sort of diagnose dead motherboards. I'll let you come with your CMOS battery. And that's the power button. I will need the power button though because I'm letting it come with its CMOS battery. Okay, cool. And that's pretty much it. Here's the motherboard. So the reason why I bought this motherboard, even though I could see that it's dead, it's not responding to a charge or anything. By responding, I mean by an orange light. Is that by the BIOS chip, I found only one ground, which is a good sign. That's ground on pin number 4. The rest of the pins are fine. Even on the other chip, because it's got 2 chips, I only found one ground. So, which is a very good sign. So because of that, I believe we can now plug the charger and see how the device performs. Also, this video, it might not even have that much information, but I'm actually testing the microphone. I picked one and I'm gonna use it and see how, and hear rather, how I'm going to sound. So at the moment, we're just gonna have to feel around the motherboard because something is drawing 200 milliamps, 200 to 300 because it keeps jumping up and down. Now it's even at 400, 0.4 amps. So something has to be getting warm. I hope it's not the CPU. I really hope it's not the CPU. Yeah. I've got someone that I know, when they encounter something They go like yay, yay, yay. Okay, that's fine. Is that a short? No, it's not a short. That's a short. And that is a short. Okay, let me show you why I just went there straight. Not straight really, there's something that I saw and then I was like, let me rather check for a short over there. Let's look at this. So right over there, there's two crystals somewhere here. Where is that at? Must be here. Okay. There are two crystals over there and we can clearly see one is bent. That is kind of black. This thing is not supposed to look like this. Yeah, that is bent. So is this one. Looks a little bit like it's bent as well. So when I checked, this is giving us a short circuit. And it looks like it's connecting via this guy over here to this area. It might be a faulty PT controller. The fuses are fine. That's 0 ohms there. Like literally 0. Same that we're getting this side. So because one port is giving us a 5-volt rating with 0 ohms being drawn, while the other one is drawing like 400 milliamps, I'm gonna assume that it might be a PD controller that's actually faulty. This guy over here, reason being it's the one that's tied to both ports. So we've got a short over here, that's obviously on this port, and we've got a short over here, which is obviously on this port. So what can we do? What can we do to kind of isolate that short circuit? Do we have a short circuit on the fuses though? No, on the fuses there's nothing. That's why we can read 5 volts, because that 5 volts has to pass by the fuse, I believe. But we do have a short here. I could do voltage injection just once off. Yeah, let's rather do that. Let us rather just do voltage injection. Whoops, that was a slip of a tongue. Let's do voltage injection, and then we can sort of pinpoint the faulty component. Okay. Okay, that's ground and that's positive. Okay, the faulty component is not the PD controller. I can smell something getting bent, but it's not the PD controller. No, it's the port. Is it the port or is... No, it's the crocodile clip. I've got the crocodile clip hooked next to the... Oh, come on, where's the cat phone? Is it being charged? I have no... Oh, it is. It's 100%. I think every time that I think it's not charged, I always find it 100% charged. The thing is, it's got a terrible battery. Like, really bad. As long as it's not being used, it can probably stay the whole day sitting there. But just grab it and do 1 or 2 things. It'll be flat in like 30 minutes. Let's try to pinpoint our source of the heat. Right over here. Right over here, I've got like 52 degrees, 56, 57, 58. It's even increasing. Just somewhere over here. Yeah, I can feel the heat spot. That's down here. So there must be a cap. Probably. There must be a capacitor somewhere here. Which capacitor? Let's go beep mode, see which guy is beeping. Okay, so it's around here. We can inject by that inductor over there and pinpoint. Yeah, 64 degrees. But which component? Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Peanut butter.
I just touched a 64 degree capacitor. It's this guy over here. Oh, I love it when I can do this. Let me do something. Let me do something really, really funny. I hope it's gonna work. I love injecting voltage and then it kind of hits itself off the motherboard. Nah, this one is not. It's drawing 2 amps though. I could increase the voltage and make it draw more. It's bright red. It's getting hot. This you have to see on the microscope. It's nice. It's a really nice view. At this point, I'm just having fun, but otherwise we figure out what's wrong. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? That's a faulty component over there. Okay, now it's bent. It's bent like beyond having a short circuit. If you check now, the short circuit, it's gone because it has bent itself. Nope, still it has increased. It's now like 7 ohms. But anyways, this is gone. There we go. Let's check for that short circuit one more time. And it's gone. No more short. We are all good. So we can... Let's plug the charger and see the result. Five volts, and it's not ramping up to 20. That's a problem. That is a problem. And this one? Oh, 20 volts. There we go. And we've got an orange light over there. So we probably have a faulty port or something. Let me flip the charger around because it's supposed to ramp up to 20. But I've seen scenarios before where once I've assembled the machine and then the port just starts working, like with the battery and everything. Like purely, I wouldn't know why. Or after I reset like CMOS and all that, then it works. Anyways, this is working. This is fixed. We need just the power button. And we need an HDMI to this guy because right now it just came as a half machine. Power button, come here, my friend. Come here, my beautiful friend. Here comes the money. I've got fence pin. And we've got a white light. Now we're going to get a picture on HDMI. So our picture is supposed to come from here. Or it's going to need a whole complete unit. It's also possible that this HDMI... Oh, there we go. There we go. We are good. We are good. Okay, I'm going to plug an external keyboard. I want to see the specs. I want to see if I've made money or just a random fix. A regular fix, rather. Give us the Lenovo logo, no video input. Oh. So what, is it restarting? Yeah, it's restarting. Because it did a configuration or system configuration invalid. Press escape to continue. It's i5 11 Gen. That's okay. That's okay. It is pretty old now, but not that old. It's still good. With 8 gig on board. This is okay. This is okay. Anyways, yeah, that's it for now, guys. I hope you learned something and you enjoyed the video and you can rate the microphone. I'm really hoping that I'm audible enough today. No funny business. Thanks for watching. Cheers, and I'll see you in another video. Goodbye.